Now let us take up one more example here. So note down the problem. Find the 4-point DFT of a sequence x of n is equal to 1 if n is odd, and x of n is equal to 0 if is missing here, if n is if n is even, and verify the same using IDFT problem. Okay, so what's the problem here? Okay, Nivedita, that's fine. Good. Now let me take up this example, guys. Just to recapitulate, hope you are aware with the formula to find out the DFT here, right? So I'll just write the problem DFT equation here. I need to find out the value of x of k, and the x of k is given by input sequence x of n multiplied with a triple twiddle factor wn to the power of kn, and where this runs from a summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1, right? So where again inside this the value of k going to be in the range of 0 to n minus 1, right? Again, this is a traditional method where you can solve this by putting the value of k equal to 0, and once again the value of n equal to 0 and k equal to 0, n equal to 0, 1 and k equal to 0 as such. Or else, as we know that the problem can be also solved using a linear transformation method or matrix method. Here onwards we will stick for only matrix method while solving the DFT, which is much easier rather than going into the traditional definition method, right? How do we solve this? So this is where 4-point DFT, as n equal to 4, then we will going to get 4 x of k values, that is x of 0, x of 1 and x of 2 and x of 3. So these are the 4 values that I am going to get it here, right? And then I sh- I must have I already explained how to write this matrix, right? So 1 1 1, and I told you about the shortcut method that I always use to write this. I hope you all remember this particular method. And again here this will be minus j, and here it will be plus j, and again plus j and minus j, and input sequence. Now I am supposed to write the input sequence, but here input sequence is given in a different way, where that is the value of x of n is equal to 1 if n is odd, right? And the value of x of n is equal to 0 if n is even. Wherever the even sequences are there, you just put 0. So let me write the x of n sequence here. So first I will be writing the x of 0 sequence. X of 0 is an even sequence, hence I'll write 0 here. Next, x of 1 is an odd sequence. The value of that or magnitude of x of 1 is 1. Again, x of 2 is an even sequence, once again 0. X of 3, next it's an odd sequence. So that's how, if I try to write it in the pictorial form, this is how it looks. X of 0, so the first sequence, oh wait, um, n equal to 0, here it is 0, and n equal to 1, which is odd sequence, the magnitude is 1, and again n equal to this is n, and the value of x of n here. So again, for the value of x of 2, that is n equal to 2, the value is, or the magnitude is 0. So once again the value is 1. So this is how the pictorial representation of my input sequence. Now again here I should write the input sequence 1, sorry, 0, 1, 0 and 1, right? Okay. Uh, Let me erase this. Okay. Now apply the multiple matrix multiplication method and obtain the answer. So that's equal to, then go for multiplication process, then try to obtain the x of k value for this. So 1 into 0 is 0, and 1 into 1 plus 1, again third value into third row here, third column, third row, again 1 into 0, it is 0, then again the last is 1 into 1, that is 1. Then coming to the next second row, and again the first column, 1 into 0, again it is 0, minus j into 1, it is minus j, minus 1 into 0, it is again 0, j into 1 plus j, right? Then 1 into 0, it is again 0, plus minus 1 into plus 1, it is minus 1. So let me write here minus 1 in this way, and plus 1 into 0, again it is 0, plus 0, minus 1 into minus 1, it is minus 1. Then the last row, 1 into 0, it is 0, plus j times 1, it is j itself, minus into 0, it is 0, minus j into plus 1, so that is again minus j. Now write the final answer here, add the sequences. So this is 1 and 1, so the answer is 2 here, and plus minus j and plus j cancels out, and here the value is 0. And look at this 0, it is minus 1, and one more time minus 1, minus 1 minus 1, this value is minus 2 here, and once again plus j and minus j get cancels, the answer is 0. So finally, what is the value of x of k here? The DFT of the input sequence, that is 0101, is equal to 2 0 minus 2 0. In the previous class, dear students, I told you the first sequence of the DFT is nothing but sum of your input. So look at this, the sum of input 0 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1. So what will be the first sequence? It is obviously 2, right? So the first sequence will be always the sum of your input sequence, and that must be DC component here. So of course here we don't have any the imaginary values, because the input sequence is like that. So at the output side I am not able to find any the imaginary term, so therefore no AC signal at all the signals, all the discrete values are are DC values itself in this case. Now what is the next part of this same example? Now I need to verify the in output x of k by obtaining the IDFT. So by if I obtain its IDFT, if I obtain this IDFT, which is nothing but x of n, I must get 0101 signal back, right? So you know the definition of IDFT. Then once again apply the IDFT formula. So try to obtain the x of n sequence. So I need to verify, which means that I have already x of k. From this I need to obtain. So I need to obtain x of n sequence. So which means my output is x of n. What is my input? Input is x of k. So input is x of k, which is nothing but a discretized signal. So I go for summation. So here Wn complex conjugate. So it is minus k to the power of minus Wn to the power of minus kn. So where once again this value is with respect to k, the summation runs from k equal to 0 to n minus 1. And again the small n value will be in the range of 0 to n minus 1. Is that okay? Now how do you obtain x of n? So x of n, once again I try to have a same approach. I'm sorry, I forgot to write. The entire sequence is supposed to be divided by the length, the endpoint DFT. So now 1 by n, and once again I apply the same matrix method here. So 1 1 1 1, so column wise 1 1 and 1, and here also it is 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. In case of x of k, here it was minus j. Now this is supposed to be complex conjugate, that's it. So here it is nothing but complex conjugate. Here in this case wn, what is the value of wn to the wn? It is nothing but e to the power of minus j 2 pi by n, right? So in x of k it was wn to the power of kn. So in this it is wn to the power of minus kn, which means that this value, this is wn to the power of kn, wn to the power of minus kn will be plus j, that's it. So wherever j is there, you just make it complex conjugate in the matrix. Are you getting my point here? Am I connected or not? Am I connected? Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now this will be plus j. Can you able to see the screen, right, students?
Yes, sir, we are able, sir.
Okay. If you knowingly or unknowingly, if we disconnect from the Google Meet, kindly one of you can call me to my personal number itself. Okay. Now here, so this will be minus 1. This is minus 1. Let me write here. Okay. Okay. Now this will be minus j. Again minus j here, and the complex conjugate of this j, that is plus j. Now the input sequence is x of k. What was the value of x of k? It was uh, 2, if I'm not wrong. It is 2, 0, minus 2 and 0, right? So again try to multiply the input sequences and along with the matrix, then try to find out the value here. So the value of n is supposed to be 4 points DFT. So that is 1 by 4 as it is. Now go for multiplication. 1 into 2, it is 2. 1 into 0 plus 0 plus 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2 here, and the last is 1 into 0 0. Now 1 into 2, again the second row, that is plus 2, plus j times 0, it is again 0, minus 1 into minus 2, that is plus 2 here, minus j times 0, so therefore 0. Oh, again the third sequence is 2, 0, then minus 2, then again 0. So 1 into 2, that is 2, minus 0 or plus 0, minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2 here, again 0. Now just add the sequences. 1 by 4, that is now 2 here and minus 2, so both are going to be cancelled out. So the first sequence is 0, 2 and 2, that gives me plus 4, and again plus 2 and minus 2 get cancels here, once again 0, 2 and 2, that is 4 once again, and if I divide this sequence once again, I'm able to obtain the original input sequence, that is 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 0 divided by 4 is 0, and 4 divided by 1 is 1 again 1. So that's how I could able to get back my input signal x of n, right? So any doubts in this problem? If not, so what we did in this example, so we initially we learned how to write the input sequence, because the problem is in the form of statement wise. I need to understand where to write 0 and where to write 1. So here this is very simple example. Sometimes you may give that having like a cos of 2 pi by uh, n, or like this, right? Or 2 pi n, so like this you may get the input sequences like this. And this probably they define whenever n is for 4 point eft, n is even, cos of 2 pi n. For n is odd, cos of 2 pi by 2 pi by or pi by 2. So kind of values you will going to get. So you just go on putting the value of n and find out the value of x of n by obtaining the value of cos of 2 pi some by including the value of n. Okay, this is how you are supposed to obtain the x of n values. Okay. uh, Again, what we did, so we obtained the x of k values by matrix multiplication method. That is what we call it as a linear transformation, because the equation was in the form of linear simultaneous equations. So we try to put all the simultaneous equations in the form of matrix to obtain the values of unknown. Here the unknown values is x of k. We know the known value as input x of n. Again, once we obtain the x of k values, see, we try to obtain the original signal back, which is nothing but IDFT process. So we know the definition of IDFT. Again, we try to write this matrix of IDFT. Then once again we could able to get back my original signal. So this is a very simple and straightforward, so that I think now you are able to understand how actually the DFT and IDFT values are calculated. So one more example, very simple example. You already solved this example. You got to know x of k. The same example I have taken here, if you remember. So x of k is given. You need to obtain the x of n here. Okay. Try to solve this, and parallelly I will be solving here. So what is to be done here? So 1 by n summation, the input signal is x of k, you make it capital K here, okay, and wn to the power of minus kn. So don't forget to write the definition. Always definition will help you to write the matrix in a much efficient way. So where k runs from 0 to n minus 1. So again, the value of small n runs from 0 to n minus 1. And of course, if they don't specify the n point DFT, so since there are value of 4 different values, so I just take n equal to 4 point DFT itself. So again, I need to obtain x of n for 4 point DFT, that is once again 1 by 4. Then the matrix here 1 1 1 and 1 1 1 1. So here this will be plus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. Then again this becomes plus j, and this becomes minus j. This becomes plus j, and this becomes minus j, and followed by your input x of k sequences. 6 is the first input, minus 2 plus 2j, minus 2 minus 2 minus 2j. If we observe, the first sequence is again a DC component, and the second and third are complex conjugate values here, and they are going to be a AC signal here. Okay. Now try to multiply these two inputs, this matrix. So 1 by 4, I'll keep it as it is, then go for multiplication. 6 into 1, that is 6, and 1 into minus 2 plus 2j, this is 1 into minus 2 is minus 2 plus 2j as it is. 1 into minus 2, this becomes minus 2 here. 1 into minus 2 minus 2j, so this becomes minus 2 minus 2j. Okay, now the second line, 1 into 6 is 6, j times minus 2 minus 2j, right? J into plus 2j. See here, this is 2j into j. What will be the answer? 2 times j square. So j square, as you know it, minus 1. So this is 2 into minus 1. This becomes minus 2 here. Am I clear? So minus 1 into minus 2, that is plus 2, minus j into minus 2 minus 2j. So what will be the final answer here? So this will be probably plus 2j minus 2, right? Minus into minus plus, so therefore plus 2j, okay, minus j into minus, that is plus 2j square. So this into minus 2j, so this becomes plus 2j square. Since j square equal to minus 1, the final answer will be 2j minus 2. Is that clear? Now next, 1 into 6, again 6. Again minus 1 is to be multiplied to both minus 2 and plus 2j. So this will be plus 2, minus into minus minus 2j. And again minus 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. Then minus 1 into this entire thing. So minus 1 into minus 2 minus 2j. What is the answer here? So this will be 2 plus 2j square. So this is nothing but 2 minus 2, right? So this will be minus 2 minus 2 followed by, sorry, this plus 2 plus 2 minus 2. Any doubts? Am I going wrong here? On the
So
Excuse me,
second row is wrong.
second,
Minus j.
6 plus 2 minus 2j. Again here, this will be plus 2j, I think, right? In the second row or the third row?
Sir, fourth row,
Formula, sir.
second column, sir. Fourth row, second column. Minus J, sir.
Fourth row. Second. This is minus. Oh, I'm sorry. This is minus j. Correct. This is correct. And here, multiplication 1 into 6 is 6. Minus 2 is plus 2. Minus into minus minus 2j. 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. Minus 1 into this one is plus 2. And this will be plus 2j, correct. This will be plus 2j. Okay, fine. This is once again 6 minus j is to be multiplied with minus 2 plus 2j. So this will be minus 2j, or sorry, plus 2j, right? Plus 2j, j into 2, that is plus minus 2j square. Minus 2j square means this will be plus 2. Then minus into minus plus 2 once again, and j is to be multiplied with this, j minus into minus plus 2j. Okay, somewhere else I'm, just a minute.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I think the formula you took is wrong, sir.
Second row, second element is minus j, sir.
This is j. This is minus j. Correct, no?
No, sir.
Oh,
X of k you took.
okay, okay.
It should be here. You took minus one, no, sir. It should be plus ones. Here, all four.
All 4 plus 1 ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲ the
Yes, sir.
formula is correct. Not to worry, see, we are changing only j term. J term will be complex conjugate. Rest of the 1 remains as it is. No worries about 1 now.
Excuse me, sir.
J, sir. Second row, second element minus j, and fourth element is plus j.
The fourth row, fourth element is plus j, sir.
Fourth one,
Fourth row, fourth element, sir.
fourth row, fourth element, this one. This is plus j. Correct. You are right. This should be plus j. So now we will get the correct answer. Minus 2j. This will be minus 2j. Minus 2j. Okay. J into so this will be minus 2j square. Minus 2j square is nothing but plus 2. It is plus 2. It is plus 2. No, okay. No, that's correct. Thank you. So this is what happens like after a long time if I start taking the class. Okay, sorry. Once again, this is 1 by 4. I'll keep as it is. Okay, let me simplify this. So I think plus 2j and here it is minus 2j, that cancels, and 6 minus 6. So minus 2 minus 2 minus 2, it is minus 6. That is going to be cancelled with plus 6. So therefore the first value will be 0. And again minus 2j plus 2j is going to be cancelled out. Minus 2 and plus 2 is going to be cancelled out. 6 minus 2 is left out. So that is again 4. Then here minus 2j plus 2j get cancels. And plus 2 minus 2 get cancels. Here we left with 6 plus 2, that is 8. Right? Again plus 2j minus 2j get cancels. So okay, 2 will not going to be cancelled. That is 6 plus I think we're going to get one more plus 2 here somewhere else. So we're going to get so let me see, 6 into 1 is 6 minus 2j. Okay, plus this is plus 2 here. Minus 2j square will be plus 2. This is correct. Minus 1 into, okay, here this is missing. Minus 1 into minus 2, that is one more plus 2 will be present. Then j is multiplied with minus 2. So therefore totally 6 plus 6, 12 is the answer here. 12 is the answer. Now once again let me divide this. What is the final answer? So 0 divided by 4, 0, 1, and 4 ones are 4 twos are 3s are. So the input sequence x of n is given by 0, 1, 2 and 3. So this problem was solved in the beginning where I had given you x of n sequence equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, and I just asked you to obtain its inverse DFT. DFT of that. So that time we got the x of k value as 6 minus 2 plus 2j minus 2 minus 2 minus 2j. If you observe carefully, this problem was solved, and that time we got x of k. The same x of k I have chosen in order to obtain the x of n sequence here. Is that clear, guys? or any doubts? So if you don't have any doubts, okay, let me give you one small example for homework. So where note down the example here. Note down the example. So x of k is equal to input sequence 2, 1 minus j, 0 and 1 plus j. So obtain IDFT for this. Obtain the input, the sequence x of n for the problem x of k equal to 2, 1 minus j, 0 and 1 plus j. Observe here 1 minus j and 1 plus j complex conjugate. First input sequence is 2, which is nothing but a DC component, right? So try to solve this example. If you have any doubts, or if you can able to give me the answer, that's best thing for me. Then in the next class, I'll just go for dealing with the properties of DFT. So the main properties of DFT are periodicity, linearity, and circular convolution. In Fourier series or Fourier transform or in Laplace transform, you already studied about convolution method, and here also we will revisit the property of convolution, but here we talk about circular convolution. The reason why we call it a circular convolution, I'll tell you in the next class itself. Here onwards, but remember clearly, here onwards, the properties are with respect to circular, okay, circular convolution, because you know that DFT, after obtaining the DTFT signal from DTFT to when we move to DFT, or why we go for DTFT, because input signal here, whatever that we analyze, the input signal is a periodic signal, right? So this is what initially we have made an assumption. All the signals that what we are looking into are aperiodic signal, and they are discrete in nature. Hence we applied DTFT for this. When we applied DTFT, we got x of e power j omega, and this signal was periodic signal, right? So once I say that periodic, you know that the nature of periodic, that is x of n is equal to x of n plus n. Even after some time or even after some samples, if it is going to repeat. So that is what the best example for the periodic signal that I have given you. 220 volts 50 hertz the frequency signal, where for all 365 days the frequency of the signal is remains constant. So if you measure it in a one period or the second period or third period, the frequency is constant. That is what after some cycle or one cycle, the period is going to repetitive. So hence it is nothing but the which will be in the form of circle with a constant radius. It is as good as a circle with a constant radius. So that's where we call the properties, the DFT. The DFT, see, since DTFT is a periodic signal, we obtain DFT from DTFT. Hence, DFT must be also a periodic signal. So that's where whatever the properties that that we study, either it is a linearity property or periodicity property or convolution property, all must be circular in nature. Okay, let us stop here. Tomorrow, tomorrow there is holiday. I think you don't have any other classes. If you say yes, let me engage the class in somewhere else in the morning, 10 to 11. Is that okay, guys? You can put it in chat box. Now I'll come back to chat box. Let me stop this recording.